Alrighty, well, it's officially spooky season here on the Cars Garage, I guess. I mean, two cars in a row in the same day, both from the Lights Out episode of Cars in a Row. That's pretty cool. Obviously, tomorrow, well, when I'm filming this anyways, it is Halloween, so pretty darn exciting here. Of course, today, though, welcome on back to the Cars Garage. I have for you a brand new two-pack, the last of the bunch of the new two-packs I've gotten from Case T. Well, I still got the one more to go. But this one is Lisa and Louise, the two twin ghost cars from the Lights Out episode, the second episode of Cars on the Road. And of course, as you can tell, they're a little damaged up there. The whole peg hook here didn't really seem to last when it was in the Wally-Mart box, making its way over to the Cars Garage here, but that's okay. We don't need it. We're going to open these guys today. All the two packs that I got from Case T, from Wally Mart, like whenever that was last week or so, all of them pretty much were damaged in some way, either on the bottom, like the glue was coming off, or they were just ripped a little bit, or a little crunch in the corner. But this one is easily the worst one. I mean, that's horrible. I could technically glue it back, but you know what? I don't want to. I want to open these guys because they look very cool, but they also look very similar, of course. They look pretty much the exact same. I know they are twins, after all, but still, I mean, the artworks are different, of course, a little bit, different expressions, so I was kind of assuming that, the diecast would kind of emulate that and possibly have different expressions, but it's not really looking like that to me. They do have license plates, though, so I'm assuming those will be different. Hopefully, if not, looks like we got two of the exact same car, but whatever, kind of like a Mia and Tia situation. But here is the new for 2023 badge. Very, very nice. Of course, they are new. Cars on the road. Very cool. I mean, it would have been cool if for each episode they would have changed the background on the packs, but you know what? I can't complain because, I mean, next year we're not even going to have this special Cars on the Road packaging, so it's kind of sad. Although, luckily for me, I'm so behind with Cars on the Road cars that I still have quite a few to go that will be on this packaging. So that's good. Metal down there. Mattel down there. Salt flats right there. But yeah, we know the classic standard Cars on the Road packaging. I do love it though. I don't want to take it for granted because I'm assuming it won't be around that much longer. As seen in Cars on the Road. What a great assortment of two packs back here. We got Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard with Bella Cadavra. Gotta open them soon. I do have them up there, as you can tell, right there in the middle by the pumpkins. But I just haven't opened them because it's on perfect card. And I don't know, it's kind of a rare one, so I don't know. I might not right now, but I will if I get to, obviously. Then we got Claire Gunzer and Holm Haynes. Kirsten Marshall and Mark Sondheimer, that's the one I was talking about. I still need to get, but I already have Kirsten, so it's not that exciting. And then, of course, the best one, easily, probably in the last decade, Jeremy and Chiefess. Very, very cool. Obviously, Chiefess is a deluxe pretty much, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. But if you don't know, this whole you know, gag for Lisa and Louise is that they're pretty much supposed to be the Grady twins, which I don't know much about, but apparently from The Shining, an old movie from 1980, I think. Well, their names in that movie were Alexa and Alexi, and now in Cars on the Road, they're Lisa and Louise. So Alexa, Lisa, kind of the same. Louise, Alexi, it's kind of the same type of ballpark. So I guess Pixar and Disney were just kind of trying to make a parody of that, I guess. I thought it was supposed to be from the Twilight Zone. That's what I said in my Mallory Carhart review that I did just a few minutes ago while I'm filming this one, anyways. And yeah, well, I guess not. I guess it's supposed to be a reference to The Shining, which I don't think Disney even owns. So how are they allowed to do that? I don't really know. But anyways, without any further ado, let's bust open these two little twin ghosts. I mean, are these guys cute or what? I really haven't seen two cars this cute in quite some time. After looking at Mallory the other day, who's a little spooky looking, it's nice to get two cars that are cute for at least a portion of the episode. They're not really cute the entire time. They end up like blowing up in the process of meeting Lightning McQueen. I don't know if like they're actually Lightning McQueen fans, but if they are, that's kind of weird to think about. It's like if Mia and Tia were Ghost, pretty much. They'd just be Lisa and Louise for the most part. I mean, they're pretty much exactly the same. They do kind of almost act in a way like they're Lightning McQueen fans. I mean, they've probably been dead for the last, I don't know, 40 years or so, I'd assume. I would assume the whole, like, most of the ghosts turn into ghosts, like, in the 80s, I'd assume, because that's when The Shining takes place, but I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. They do kind of look like they're dressed kind of like old-fashionedly, like the little, tiny little tassels there. It's almost like supposed to resemble a dress. Let me show you guys actually a picture of the Grady twins from The Shining to just pretty much prove my point that they are the exact same, just in car form. But yeah, their names are Alexa and Alexi, and this is Lisa and Louise. And I don't even know, I might have mixed them up. I don't think so though. I'm noticing a little difference on the license plate, which we'll talk about later, so I'm pretty sure I got them in the right spots, but either way, they're pretty much the exact same. Also, I'm noticing that the bows are a little different actually now that I look at that, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't even know if the bows are actually like different or they're just, like placed, like rotated differently. I don't really know. They look to be a little different. I don't know. Anyways, these guys are really cute. Perfect for Halloween time. Definitely give you a little spook. But yeah, this is this is pretty odd, I must say. That we're keep reviewing ghost cars. I mean, go from never reviewing any cars in the Lights Out episode to two in the same day. But whatever. Anyways, the Grady twins here appear in the episode when McQueen is driving around the hotel at night, and he just kind of like keeps turning corners in the hallway trying to like escape, and he bumps into Lisa and Louise, and they're just floating there, looking into his eyes, and then they say, "Come race with us, Lightning," in like very creepy, very eerie kind of voices, and then they pretty much like blow up in front of his face, turn into like pure ghosts where it's like you only see like the outline of them in green and they have like glowing red eyes. And then they come back later in the episode too, where McQueen like finally like escapes them, and then that's when he goes to the ballroom and he sees Mallory Carhut, and then he also sees Lisa and Louise. They're there as well. But then they're in like their really ghostly forms where they're just completely green, just like all the other ghosts are in the episode. So, I mean, it's kind of sad to think about. I wonder what these guys did, how they, ended up as ghosts at such a young age. Because obviously, you really, for the most part, can't tell when a car is supposed to be a little kid. I mean, we've really only gotten two, Coriander Track and Maddie McGear. And these guys are most definitely obviously supposed to be kids because they're based off kids from another movie. But obviously, they do also share the same model with Maddie McGear, so that's another reason they're obviously supposed to be kids, but we'll compare them later. Other than that, though, I mean, they don't really share that many similarities to her, but the same model. And it's kind of cool to get another car from this model, though. I honestly never thought we would, but it kind of makes sense that they reused it because, they are kid cars at the end of the day. You know what, though? Now that I'm thinking of it, Matty Maker's model does seem a bit too modern to be like supposed to be, like 40 years ago or so. So I don't know. Maybe that's not a good thing that they had the same model. I never really thought of that. I guess technically we don't really know when all the cars turn into Ghost in the Destiny Motel in the Lights Out episode, but we can assume that it was probably pretty long ago, I'd assume. But I guess I don't really know that for sure. I'm just saying that. Cute little expression, though. It really does suck that they both have the same expression, because I don't know where, but I saw on one of the card backs that like the stock images for them showed them having different expressions, but obviously they don't on the diecast. No plastic eye plates though, so they're pretty heavy, to be honest. Feels heavier than Matty McGear. Same little mouths there. Actually, oh, never mind. They do have different expressions. Never mind. Oh, sorry about that, Mattel. I was kind of bashing Mattel there, but no. Lisa, it looks like, does have an open mouth. Kind of see her tongue in there, a black space in the back, and her teeth on top. And then Louise does have both her teeth kind of like touching there, as you can see. Wow. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Wow. Same little headlights there. So yeah, that's cool. At least they do have some kind of distinguishing factors. That technically makes them unique models, though. I would assume, at least, unless they just kind of painted the extra row of teeth in there. Maybe they're not really embossed. I don't know. Little like tassels here, kind of to represent like a dress, I'd assume. Old-fashioned look with the white and the black. Very cool. I think it's a it's a separate like rubber piece. I think it's like fastened in there into the wheel wells. Nice little rims, kind of. I mean, they're kind of cheap looking. Remind me of Matchbox rims. Pretty much exactly the same as Matty McGear's, but just silver instead of red. Interesting. Same on Lisa and Louise. They got these cute little bow ties on their on their little mirrors here, which are separate plastic pieces, and they're much, much bigger than Maddie McGear's little mirrors there, as you can tell. Actually, you can't really tell because actually maybe they're not. I'm not sure. I thought they were bigger, but Maddie's are all hidden behind all the lightning bolts and 95s and everything, so it's kind of hard to even see her mirrors, but they look bigger to me for some reason. They got the cute little bows on them. They're very rubbery, very squishy, move around. Cute little bows on top. They are different. Yeah, they're definitely unique. A little different, at least. Actually, no, they're just applied in a different spot. Never mind. I think. Actually, I don't know. It's hard to tell. They kind of look like carbon copies of each other, but maybe a little difference. I'm not sure. Plastic windows. Well, here's a little difference on the back. So the license plate is B12-18A, I think, or 1BA. I think it's an 8. And then this one is the exact same, but it has a B on the end instead of an 8. So a little difference. Little red taillights. Interesting. So I wonder, like, what that whole license plate really symbolizes, if anything. You think they would have just kind of done it like Mia and Tia and just like write their names? Because they easily could have. The most you can have is 7 digits on a license plate, so they easily could have. That's interesting. But yeah, they're pretty much the exact same. But it's really cool that they do have different expressions. I didn't realize that. I was wondering, like, why wouldn't they if they had it on the stock images? So that's good that it was translated over to the diecast. S21A is the date stamp on Lisa, and S22A is the date stamp on Louise, so they were made a week after each other. It's kind of interesting. Usually cars in the same 2-pack always have the same date stamps. Not in this case. Interesting. Well, yeah, let's compare them both, I guess, to Maddie McGear a little bit more, because she's the only other car that has this model. This is the Thailand version, I think, of Maddie. I believe, yep. But yeah, they're the exact same, I think. The windows maybe a little bigger on Lisa and Louise. Not sure. Actually, yeah, the door handles are more like in, as you can see, as they don't really like outlined on Maddie, but here they're like missing. Huh, that's kind of weird. The back taillights are a little more squared off, I'd say, on Lisa. Or that's Louise, this is Lisa. They're both the exact same. Yeah, Maddie's got like a little, like, I don't know, little visor almost on her back window there. And so do these guys, but Maddie's is painted. These guys, or these girls, don't have it painted. Interesting. And then the rims, they're definitely a little smaller on Lisa and Louise. Huh, I wonder why they changed that for. Are these guys copyrighted, the dates on the bottom? No, they're not, so they obviously have the same bases. Actually, no, they don't. What the heck? They don't have the same bases. I don't know what's going on here. So far, all new cars, like all cars with new bases, have had the copyrighted date on the bottom. But these ones don't. What in the heck is going on here? I have no idea, guys. Anyways, though, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to compare Lisa and Louise to. They are very small, but it's a cool pack. I feel like it's one that you might just want to pass up and say, I don't need that. They're both the exact same, just kind of like Mia and Tia. Which, honestly, I always found Mia and Tia to be a bit boring. That's why I don't really have very many versions of them. But I gotta say, these guys aren't. I kind of like them a lot. I wonder if they'll get released a lot throughout the years. I feel like probably not. I don't know why. I just feel like they're probably kind of a one-time thing. I think they'll release Randy a lot, and Mallory a lot, and maybe Diana Giordano eventually, or some other ghost. But I feel like they probably won't release Lisa and Louise a lot, but I have no idea. Maybe they will. I don't mind if they do, because they're pretty cool. Although they are pretty light, so I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't probably be the best decision to release them too much. Anyways, though, happy Halloween, guys, if you are watching on Halloween. I hope you did enjoy. And with that, of course, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.